Let's make a cranberry and raspberry trifle. It's a beautiful dessert that you can prepare ahead of time. 3 steps: a curd, a compote, and whipped cream. Let's start with the curd. So, off the heat in a small saucepan, you want to combine 3/4 of a cup of sugar with 2 tablespoons of cornstarch, 2 whole eggs, plus 2 egg yolks. Stir all the ingredients together, and this step is really important. If you don't do this off the heat, this will be only some sort of scrambled eggs. This is not what we want. By mixing this perfectly well, you will never have any lumps in your curd. And today I want to make a raspberry puree. So you need 3/4 of a cup of puree, and I have strained it just to remove all the seeds. Add it to your eggs mixture. Give it a stir. And finally, let's add 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. Give it a stir, and it's time to cook the curd on medium-high heat. You have to really stir constantly until the sauce has thickened. It's not really long, a couple of minutes, and that's it. It's ready. If you see any lumps, you could always use a strainer and transfer it to a bowl like this, but the sauce is perfect. I don't have to do it. You really need to cover this raspberry curd with a plastic film, otherwise you'll have kind of a skin on the surface and it's unpleasant. Keep it in the fridge for 2 hours. The next step is the raspberry and cranberry compote. In a medium pot over medium-high heat, I want to bring to a boil 3 cups of cranberries with 1 cup of sugar and 1 tablespoon of water. If you use fresh cranberries, you have to start this compote on low heat because there's not enough juice released from the top. But as soon as it starts to bubble, then you can just crank it up a bit, and you will need to let it simmer gently for about 10 minutes or until it looks like a compote. After about 10 minutes, the compote is ready. Just turn off the heat, transfer to a bowl to let it chill, and then cool totally in the fridge. It's now time to assemble this beautiful cranberry and raspberry trifle. We have made our curd. The first thing we'll do is just to give it a stir. We've made our compote, so it's now cold. I will add 2 cups of fresh raspberry to it. Gently fold them in. And the other part was the whipped cream. So I have whipped 2.5 cups of whipping cream with 1/4 cup of sugar, a bit of vanilla, and we're ready to assemble. You will start with whipped cream. So put 1/2 cup of it in the bottom, like this. Then you will take your cookies and you will cut them in half, and you will just place them all around your bowl. And to make it look nicer, put the sugary coat side facing out. Then we want to cover the bottom of the bowl, but we will dip them in milk, and you will need about 1/2 cup of milk. Then you will put half your curd on the cookies. To make a contrast with the colors, we'll go with half the whipped cream and half the compote. And because the compote is heavier than the whipped cream, don't try to spread it around. Just drop, spoons of it on the whipped cream. Let's lay the rest of the cookies. Don't forget to soak them in milk. That's it for the cookies. Let's put the other half of the raspberry curd. And it's nice when you see the nice pink color on the sides of the glass. Let's put the rest of the whipped cream. Keep it in the fridge for 12 hours. You want the cookies to just soften, all the flavors will blend, and then we'll top it off with the rest of the compote. After 12 hours, I'm ready to finalize this beautiful trifle. I have kept the compote in the fridge. Just give it a stir and top your trifle with this compote. This is a fabulous trifle with raspberry, cranberry, whipped cream, and a great raspberry curd. Everyone will love this. Thanks for taking the time to watch this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and make sure to follow me on Twitter and Instagram.